queridos jóvenes,
Dear young people, I would like to look into the eyes of each one of you and say to you, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. What is more, I tell you something very beautiful. It is no longer me, it is Jesus himself who is looking at you at this moment. He is looking at us. He knows you. He knows the heart of each one of you. He knows the life of each one of you. He knows your joys, he knows your sorrows, your successes, and your failures. He knows your hearts, and he says to you today, here in Lisbon, at this World Youth Day, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Take heart. Do not be afraid.
anímense, no tengan miedo.
On August the 6th, Pope Francis wrapped up World Youth Day 2023 with Mass at Lisbon's Tejo Park before an estimated 1.5 million young people from all over the world, as well as 10,000 priests and 700 bishops. The 2023 World Youth Day was the 16th edition of this international gathering of young people, first started by Pope St. John Paul II in Rome in 1986. It was intended to be an international gathering of young people, ages 16 to 35, with the Pope, taking place every 2 or 3 years in different cities all over the globe. World Youth Day is an expression of the universal church and a powerful moment of evangelization for the world of youth. This World Youth Day was the 4th one attended by Pope Francis, and on his customary in-flight press conference on the way back from Lisbon, he said it was the best one he had attended so far. When asked why he thought so many young people had attended, he replied,
I giovani sono religiosi.
They are religious. They are looking for a non-hostile, non-artificial, non-legalistic faith, for an encounter with Jesus Christ.
E questo non è facile.
The theme for this World Youth Day comes from the Gospel of Luke. After the angel Gabriel announced to Mary that she would bear the Son of God, Mary went to visit her cousin Elizabeth. Pope Francis reflected that Mary could have focused on herself and her own worries and fears about her new condition. Instead, she entrusted herself completely to God. Her thoughts turned to Elizabeth. She got up and went forth into the world of life and movement, and she went quickly as a pilgrim and a beacon of hope. Thus, the 2023 World Youth Day theme is Mary arose and went with haste. Mary didn't turn inward, but outward, to encounter her cousin Elizabeth, following God's desire for her life. World Youth Day took place from August the 1st to the 6th. The Holy Father arrived on August the 2nd. The Pope's schedule consisted of a welcoming ceremony on August the 2nd at the Palacio Nacional de Belém. On August the 4th, Pope Francis led the Stations of the Cross at Colina do Encontro in Parque Eduardo VII. On August the 5th, Pope Francis prayed for peace and consecrated the Church and the world to the Blessed Virgin Mary during the rosary the Holy Father recited at the shrine of Our Lady of Fatima. There were 200,000 people present. On August the 5th, there was a vigil with young people at Campo da Graça in Parque Tejo that was attended by 1.5 million young people. On August the 6th, the World Youth Day Mass was at Campo da Graça. At the concluding Mass for this year's World Youth Day, Pope Francis challenged the young people to ask themselves, what will we take back with us to the valley of our daily lives? Drawing on the day's Gospel, the Holy Father proposed 3 verbs: to shine, to listen, and to be unafraid.
También hoy nosotros necesitamos algo de luz.
We too need to light a burst of light that is hope to face so much darkness that assails us in life. Jesus, because he is the light that does not go out, the light that shines even in the night. We do not become luminous when we focus the spotlight on ourselves. We become luminous, we shine when welcoming Jesus. We learn to love like him, to love like Jesus. That makes us luminous. That leads us to do works of love.
Eso nos lleva a hacer obras de amor.
Although this World Youth Day ended in Lisbon, it ended with an invitation to 2 places for 2 events: the Jubilee Year 2025 in Rome and World Youth Day in Seoul, South Korea in 2027.
En Seúl.